Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I decided to film a get ready with me featuring the Morphe Jaclyn Hill, if I can open this, palette. So I decided to use these three shades here, which are pinkies and purpley colors, because you guys said you wanted some color in my tutorials. And I also use this shimmery highlight on my brow bone, which is kind of rare for me. I normally tend to go for a matte brow bone and inner corner highlight, but I use this really nice shimmery color and some of the browns in my crease, and I really highlighted underneath my eye. I used the Kevyn Aucoin Skin Enhancer. I have a little sample of it that I ordered online. I'll leave a link down below, so that's why underneath my eye looks really bright today. But I had a lot of fun doing this tutorial. I was kind of like hesitant. I didn't know what colors to use in this. There's like a really nice green and some orange and peachy shades. So I think my next tutorial is going to be using this kind of hunter green, or perhaps this burgundy, or maybe even this one. I think she said this is her favorite color in the palette, but I kind of confused it with this one. But I still like how it came out. It's really rare to see me wearing pink shadow, or to see anyone wearing pink shadow, because it can easily look like you got punched in the face. So I love that this look is still wearable. It's bright when you close your eyes, but when you open them up, because of the big lashes, it's very like appropriate, I think. And it goes with anything. Like, I decided to wear this gray cardigan and a black tank, and it still goes. And yeah, I like how it came out. So expect to see a lot more colorful tutorials on my channel, and also my neutrals, because that's what I love to do. So if you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. Hi guys, so I'm getting started with the second shade in the second row. It's a nice matte brown. It's a warm tone brown, and I'm going to use a fluffy brush just to apply this into my crease / transition area. A lot of girls ask me what is a transition color, and basically it just helps you lay down your crease color a lot easier and just makes everything a lot more effortless, and you can blend and blend a lot easier. So you want to use a nice matte warm shade or a cool shade. I personally like warmer colors, so I'm just applying this, and I'm kind of creating a V shape, and my eyelashes are killing me in this video. I didn't notice one was coming off, so please don't judge me. The brow bone color, I'm using the first shade. It's a really stark white. It has a lot of shimmer. It's very Jaclyn. Jaclyn Hill loves using like a shimmery color on her brow bone. I normally don't, but I just was kind of just trying something new, and I'm using a concealer brush. Now I'm using the second shade in the third row. It's a really nice, I don't know how to explain this color. It's like a purpley pink, and I'm using a Luxie Lush brush to pat the color. First, I just applied this in the middle of my eyelid, and I'm really focusing this color there, and I'm packing it on because I'm going to be applying a different color in the outer corners, if that makes any sense, and the inner corners. So to deepen everything up, I'm using this other shade. I don't have a clip of it, but it's the second shade in the last row, and it's also a purpley pinky color, but it's matte. So I'm using this on the outer edges and the inner corners of my eye. I thought this was going to be a lot more pigmented, but maybe if I had used some Fix Plus or a different brush. But I'm just going to focus this, and right now it looks like a hot mess, but I promise you we're going to blend everything out. So I'm putting the matte colors on the inner and outer portions of my eye, and then the shimmery color in the middle. So I'm just packing it on and really patting it in. And now I'm just going to take a clean brush and blend everything out, and just kind of, I don't know, it looked a little intense there, so I'm just kind of de-intensifying it, if you will. And yeah, I'm still a little sick, if you can't tell by my voice. It's like 9 degrees in New York, so I'm basically never going to get better for California. I think I'm going to be in California. I'm at Saturday. I know I said Sunday before, but I think I'm going Saturday. I'm just going to talk while I'm blending, because you guys know I blend. And I actually didn't speed this up, well, this part of the tutorial, just so you guys can see. Now I'm taking that, again, second shade from the third row, the one that I showed you guys before, the one that I first used, and applying this only to the middle of my eyelids. I don't have a day for the meetup yet, but it's gonna come soon. Okay, now I'm using this really warm shade. It's the 4th shade in the third row. I wish these had names or numbers, but they don't. This is just a nice, like, almost like peanut butter shade. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like clay. But I'm using a fluffy brush, and I'm just kind of applying this over the pinks, and I'm just going to blend that out, and then I'm going to blend it a lot more later on with a cleaner brush here, which is a MAC 224. And I love this brush to blend out. I think it's great with no product on it because it really just diffuses the colors. And I'm blending this upwards into that brow bone highlight color. And as you can tell, I'm losing my little tan. And now I'm using the first shade again from the palette, and it's that nice glittery, very sparkly, stark white shimmer shade, and I'm putting that in the inner corners of my eye, and I really want to pack this on so that it really stands out. I don't have a meetup date. I know it's going to be at the Grove, but I don't know when. Now, I've never used this. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer. I have a little sample. I actually bought this on camerareadycosmetics.com. No, it's not sponsored. I just wanted to try this out before I actually committed on buying it. And it is, so, like, I put way too much. Okay, I didn't know. Like, this is the first time using this product, but it took me so long to blend this out. You really need, like, the tiniest bit. I have this in the shade, I think it's SX04. I know the last 4 numbers are 04. But it is so pigmented. You can use this as a foundation. You can mix it in with your foundation. I know a lot of girls use it as a concealer, so that's what the effect I was trying to do today, like a really bright white Jaclyn Hill concealer technique. But it is so thick that it's intense. So I'm blending it out with a beauty blender. Like I said, if you're gonna use this, definitely use less than I used, because I actually ended up having to use concealer on top of it because it was too thick. Now I'm using the BB cream, the Garnier BB cream in medium deep, and this is for combination to oily skin. And I don't know if I really recommend this for oily skin. It gives you a nice dewy finish, so I don't know if I would recommend it, but for my skin it works. And I'm kind of blending it over the skin enhancer because, like I said, that stuff is so pigmented. It was just way too obvious. Like, you can see the lines, like demarcation lines of the concealer. So I was just kind of playing around with new products, and I love that little sample. I think it was like $5 and you get a lot. Now I'm using Nars creamy concealer. I know this seems like a lot, but hey, I like me a really beat face, and this is Custard by Nars, and I love this concealer. I used to love this a long time ago. I don't really compare this to the Maybelline Fit Me. I think the Nars has a more matte finish and it's a lot thicker, but they are both yellow toned, well, especially the shades that I use. So now I'm setting my highlight and my concealer with the Anastasia Banana from the contour kit, and I missed using this so much, so I decided to whip this contour kit out, and I love that shade Banana. Now I'm using MAC Give Me Sun, and this is a really warm toned bronzer. You can easily get carried away with this stuff, like it is really warm, but I like it. I don't know, I really like to blend it out and just keep on adding like a darker shade to the contour, but I'm not doing like a really intense contour. I'm just kind of warming up my face and using a fluffy brush to do my cheeks. Now I'm intensifying that highlight shade and the inner corner tear duct shade as well, because I really want that to stand out and look very shimmery and bright. And that's the first shade from the Jaclyn Hill palettes. It is very pigmented, so I really like that. And I'm using a makeup and hair addiction brush. I'm blending with my finger. Sometimes your fingers work wonders, girl. Now I'm using a MAC mascara. This is MAC Zoom Fast Black Lash. That's like such a tongue twister. I'm using that mascara just to before I apply my lashes, I always apply mascara. It just helps adhere your lashes to your falsies. And I'm applying a little bit of that second shade from the third palette underneath my eyes, as well as on the inner middle portion of my eyes. I'm actually going to be adding a little bit of purple. You're going to see in some moments, but I'm using a little bit of brown as well underneath my eyes, and then blending that with my finger. I love blending underneath the eye with the finger. I think it does a great job, really diffuses it. Okay, boom. I lost footage of putting on my lashes. I use House of Lashes Iconic, and here I'm just smoking the lower lash line out with the darker browns. Now, my eyelash is kind of falling off. I bet you wouldn't notice if I didn't let you know, but I wanted to let you know because it's killing me. And I'm using MAC Margin Blush. I didn't apply too much liquid liner, but off camera I applied my lashes, and I also applied Costa Riche liner in my waterline. Somehow I lost footage. I don't know what happens with my SD cards, but I don't know. Now I'm using the Givenchy Glow Bronzer, and this is in the shade 3, which is a little too warm for me. It's killing me, but it's a little too orange. And I'm applying some lower lash mascara. This is the MAC Zoom Fast Black Lash Mascara. It's the only one that I use on my lower lashes because it doesn't transfer onto my cheeks. So I really wanted to define those lower lashes, so I applied a couple of coats. And I like zigzagging the mascara. It really gives you a different effect. Now I'm using Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder to brighten up underneath the eye. This is a translucent-ish powder, so it doesn't add any coverage. It doesn't look cakey. I know it seems like I have a lot on, but I promise you, I looked beat in person. First, I used Nars Anita Audacious Lipstick, and I was like, girl. No. It is too pink, and I took it off. It just matched my eyes way too much, and I'm not into that style. I'm using MAC Whirl Lip Liner, and I'm going to fill in my whole lip with it. Now, this isn't for dry lip girls, like, especially in this weather. I don't know why I did this. My lips are hating me. Now I used MAC Honey Love, and I love this lip combo. It just gives you a really nice muted nude. I think it looks great. Now I'm using a darker purple from the same palette, and then I'm using the third shade in the last row. It's a really nice iridescent purpley shade on top of the burgundies and pinks that we already have on our eyes. I think this really gives a nice glow. And now I'm using another glow product. This is Becca Opal. Oh my lord, look at that highlight, girl. It is magnifique. It is just amazing. It just is my favorite highlight. And this is a new product. This is a like waterproof mascara for your mascara. Does that make sense? It's by NYX. I think it's called like Waterproof It or something. And now I'm using a little bit of Dip Brow. This is dark brown. And I'm using a Real Techniques brush. This is just to define my eyebrows just a little bit and give me a little more color. So that eyelash is really killing me. I wasn't going to upload this video because of the eyelash, but hey, I, filmed this for you guys and I really wanted to show you guys. Now I'm just contouring my nose a little bit. Lately I've been into contouring my nose and applying bronzer to my eyelids. I think it works. And I always brighten up the bridge of my nose after contouring. I think that just ties everything in together. So that is the final look. Yay! I hope you guys enjoyed. Mwah! I'm also going to be having a giveaway really soon on my channel, so stay tuned for that and make sure you're subscribed so that you can get a notification. Also, I do not have a Facebook, so please do not follow or accept any requests from any Facebook. I know there's one up and it's like a scam and they're scamming people with like money and like fraudulent things, so I do not have a Facebook, and as of right now I do not have a Twitter. Again, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!
All in the car, talking about you the best thus far. We be on